Hi, I'm attachment specialist Adam Lane Smith, and today I want to talk to you about the 9 ways you can tell if a broken relationship can heal. Just because when you're in a hurt relationship, you wonder, is there a chance? Is there a chance? What's the one sign I should look at? I'm going to give you 9. I'm going to give you 9, and all 9 of them are crucial, but they're all tied together. It sounds like a tall order, right? You got to get 9 things right. Well, yes, but they all feed into each other. They all feed into each other, and I'll walk you through that in just a moment. Don't worry if you're sitting there going, "Oh man, 9 things, everything's wrong in my..." No, it's totally okay. I'm going to show you what to do, and then I'm also going to show you what to assess for, and then I'll show you how to fix it too, and how to figure out if that person can do these things or not. And they're pieces about you too. These can be fixed. All of these problems can be addressed. So number one, you can know if the relationship can get fixed if you yourself view other people as people. Adam, what does that mean? I hear that. There's a difference between viewing people as people and connecting with them and being afraid of people, so you build a wall between you and them and you treat them like an object that you need to move. Even loving people that are insecure treat other people like objects because we build a wall and say, no one can see how worthless I am. I'm going to build this wall, and then I will interact with you by doing the right things, and that will make you love me. We operate people as if they're an object, as if we're moving them. Instead of pushing them, we're pulling them, but we're still moving them as an object and saying, hey, instead of saying openly, hey, I'm a person, you're a person, let's work together. I won't act upon you secretly. I'm going to be open and I'll work with you. Let's work together to accomplish this. That's the difference between treating a person like an object and treating a person like a person. Check yourself. Are you accidentally treating other people like objects and moving them because you love them and don't want to lose them? So you do nice things to try to earn their approval and earn their gratitude and make them happy and make them not leave you? Or are you able to open up and have that connection with other people and work with them? Totally different. And number 2 is the opposite. Are they able to view people as people, or are they viewing you as an object? If they can come to you and say, hey, here's this problem, let's work on this together, let's talk about this and let's solve this. Or if they start throwing things at you and you're trying to guess what they want and they're telling you that you need to fix something, or they're weird and distant about it and they punish you or for not doing it, they're not doing the right thing or figuring it out. If they are operating you and moving you like an object, or if they're being open about it. If you're confused and lost as to what they're doing and they won't own up to it, it doesn't even have to be malicious gaslighting. It can just be that they refuse to open up and connect with you. So it's all them and you, and they're moving you around like an object. That's tough too. Both of these come from attachment problems. And you can fix that. My video, What is Attachment? Second video on this whole channel. What is attachment? Go back and look at that. Look at it together. Say, hey, here's what we're doing. Let's solve this together. Both of those pieces. Number three is similar to it. It's, can you be honest? Because if you have objects and you're afraid of them leaving you, you're afraid of people abandoning you, you are more afraid of that than you are afraid of violating your principles, a lot of us. And it hurts to be honest. It's scary to be honest. It's terrifying. So most people struggle to be totally honest. If you are in a relationship with a person, you must be honest. If you are in a relationship with an object, there's no reason to be honest, except for how it makes you feel to be good to be honest. If you can be honest, great. Because you're going to need to be able to share those things with the other person. You're going to have to be honest to be open and connected. And to solve those problems with the other person, you must also give them the good information they need instead of keeping it locked inside. Well, yeah, you're a person. We're totally going to make this work, but I'm not going to tell you anything about it. You're still treating them like an object. You're still treating them like an object. So, learning to treat people as people and learning to be honest. And number 4, can they be honest? Because you can be honest all day long. It's not going to help as much if they can never be honest with you. You need to know what's going on because you can't solve secret problems. You can't solve their secret problems, and they probably can't solve their problems themselves. If they could, they wouldn't have problems. People need to help each other, especially in a relationship. In a relationship, you're helping each other. Both sides have to be honest. You have to treat each other like people, and part of that is being honest and making that connection. They have to be able to do it too. Number 5, then you have to have a shared goal. What are you trying to accomplish together? If it's a friendship, then you're trying to be good friends together and make sure both of you get what you need in life. I mean, that's a friendship, right? You're going to help each other get what we need in life. If it's a dating relationship, if you're married, the goal is to stay together and build a loving life together, whether that's having kids, opening a business, whatever it might be that you're going to do together. What's the goal? What is your shared goal together? And it doesn't even have to be the reason we got together. It can be, what are we hoping to accomplish together? What is your shared goal? If you have a shared goal of, if you're married, we will have 3 kids or 4 or 5 or 10. We're going to have healthy kids and build a healthy family and leave them a good inheritance that's both financial and mental and emotional, spiritual, full inheritance, so that they are thriving, and grandkids and great-grandkids, a good family, maybe family businesses. I mean, that's a great shared goal. The shared goal is important because then you can tap on that when someone falls short and say, whoa, 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 wait a minute. We have the shared goal. What can we do now to reorient from these behaviors we're doing that aren't going to meet that goal? How can we meet this goal together? And that can pull people back on track because that gives them a reason. It's personal then. Fixing their behavior is personal. It's not just about your feelings. It's about the whole thing. Crucial. Very crucial to have the shared goal. And number 6 is just like it. You have shared principles. So it's good to have a goal. It's really great to have shared principles and be able to say, whoa, both of us value honesty. We need to be honest here. We need to be totally honest. Those times when it's tempting not to be honest, both of us are so honest. We have to have this. A shared religion can be helpful here because it codifies what the principles should be. But even if you don't have a shared religion, being able to say, whoa, we should be caring for each other. We should be loving for each other. This right now, what we're both doing is not loving. Can we please get back on track and keep to our principles? And knowing that you have shared principles allows you to trust the other person because they become predictable in a good way. You don't have to always wonder how they're going to act. You don't have to worry someone is going to come along and tempt them out of the relationship or make them do something that'll hurt you because you know they have an internal code of right and wrong. And they know you have that too. That allows us to relax in those relationships. That's really key. That's really key. Number 7, you talk about communicating. What does that mean? You talk about communicating, meaning, hey, here's what our communication is like. Here's what I'd like it to be like. Here's how I need to hear things. Here's the best way to tell me things. Here's the worst way to tell me things. Please don't do this. Do this instead. Here is, hey, it seems like we don't talk that much. What's your way of building intimacy? What's your way of connecting? Talking about communicating, not just throwing words at each other, but making sure the words are landing for the other person and tailoring your communication styles in a relationship, both of you, to make sure the other person is being heard and feeling heard. Very crucial. Very crucial to talk about communicating. Most of us don't. We just kind of throw words at each other and then we're shocked when the other person doesn't quite get what we mean. It's one of those things. You got to talk about communicating. We also call this meta communication. Meta communication. You can look up how to do that online. There's great ways to talk about it. One of the second videos on my channel here is the first video on my channel, very first one actually that I did, is how to master conversation through motivational interviewing, through branching questions and stuff like that. You can use some of that and that can help. And you can both watch that and say, oh, this is how you do a conversation. And that can improve your communication right there too. So number 8, this is a big one. You both want to get better. If a relationship can be saved, you both have to want to get better. If one of you is not in it and says, no, I'm pretty much out, or says, you're crazy, there's no problem here, it's got to be, you know what? If there's a problem on your side, there's a problem on both sides. Let's get this fixed together. Yes, I want our relationship to be better. This goes back to the shared goal, the shared principles, being honest, viewing each other as people. It's you have a problem, then I have a problem. Let's work on this together as a team. As a team. And that leads right into number 8. Number 9. Number 9, you view the relationship as a partnership. Whether you're dating, married, or friends, or even parent and child, it's a partnership that you're working on together. A relationship is like a third-party entity between you that you're both taking care of. It's the relationship is a dog that you're both responsible for caring for and making sure the dog is happy and healthy. It's a garden that you plant together. You don't have a wall through it or a fence. You're planting this garden together and you're both taking care of it, because if one person isn't doing it, the thing will die. You are both responsible for taking care of this relationship, so you work as a partnership. It's almost like a business that you open together. Your friendship or your relationship is a business you open together, and you both take care of it, or it's going to die. Taking care of it as a partnership and then saying we are mutual partners in this. Mutual partners. You're not my employee. We are partners in this. What can we do together as a team? Because then you can use the we language. Not here's what you need to do. It's what can we as a team do to accomplish this? That partnership right there, the partnership mindset instead of two individuals, that's crucial to repairing a relationship, because then you want to repair the relationship. Everything else on this list that I've talked about stacks into building a partnership. When you line up viewing each other as people, being able to be honest, having a shared goal, having shared principles, talking about communication, you both want to get better. That's the heart of a partnership. And number 9 is viewing it that way explicitly and saying, no, that we are partners in this friendship. We're partners in this marriage. Let's work on this together. We are a team. It is not you and me. It's us. Let's do this together. If you can do these 9 things, you can repair a relationship. But these all got to be there. These all have to be there to really repair a relationship. Otherwise, it's one person doing all the effort and one person being out the door. To fix this, to address these, if these aren't in line, the best thing to do, watch some of the videos on this channel. Watch what is attachment. Second video on my channel. Watch it with the other person and say, hey, I think this might be us, because I'm noticing that both of us, don't make you. We have challenges in our relationship about communicating, being honest. We're trying to make the other person happy instead of communicating about it. We haven't talked about our goals and principles. I'd love to have this with you. Can we watch this video? And then the next video, or one a couple after that, is why is broken attachment dangerous for relationships? That's key too. And then I'll talk you through why these 9 things are so important and why you can't function without them. Then you watch this video together and say, hey, let's line these 9 things up. Can we agree on all 9 things? Can we agree to do this or fix the problems where we see them? If the person says no, go back and watch my video about how to break up with someone because it runs through some of these similar principles. But then you have a conversation. If they're not willing to do these 9 things, these are mandatory for a healthy relationship. These aren't additions that you're unreasonable for asking. These are mandatory for a loving relationship. Without these, you really can't have a long-term relationship with somebody because they won't treat you like a person. You don't have shared goals. You don't have shared principles. They can't be honest. You can't even communicate about communicating. Neither one of you or only one of you wants to have a better relationship, and you're not a partnership. One of you is playing at a deficit and is below the other one all the time. The other one has to just relax, gets to relax while you run circles. No, that doesn't work. These are mandatory. So watch my other videos, read my book, Slaying Your Fear. It's 100 pages. I've got the audiobook. It's like 2 hours, 45 minutes. You can read the audio or go look through the audiobook. It's fantastic. Watch that, listen to that together. Do all of this together, build out that relationship. My book costs $5 on Amazon, Slaying Your Fear. Buy it, read it together, experience that together, and then solve these 9 things. And if you can't, that tells you the relationship can't be fixed. That's the flip side of this. So if you're in a relationship right now, you're having these challenges, comment on this video and tell me, hey, number 3 was missing for me. Hey, number 7 is missing for me. And you can even write in, say, hey, number 3 is missing for me. What's the best step to manage number 3? What's the best step to manage number 7? What's the best step to manage these things? Write in a comment. Ask me for steps on those. I love getting those comments. I love responding. I love the interaction. I don't like just talking at people. I love the interaction. So please leave me a comment. I'd love to hear it. I'll get back to you. Like, subscribe, do everything on this channel, on this video. Show people this video. This can help too. I do a lot of these videos on this channel. I think we've passed 100 videos now. I do these so that not just people can watch them on their own, but you can take it to someone and watch it with someone. I can help you start that conversation by sitting together and watching a 10, 15-minute video. That's a great use of these resources. Do that, read my book, get going on these relationship pieces, because most relationships, most can be fixed. It just takes these 9 steps. Thank you.